Okay, so the next exercise is to try to change all of these nav items. So first we need to figure out the words to change it into. So I'll use the example I had in class. Next, we have to try to target each of these, which we'll use querySelectorAll with. But first, let's try to inspect it to see what we can grab. So the class, the anchor tag, has a class of this. Let's just check the next one to see if it's consistent here. Yes, so let's just use this, copy, and try to grab it. So that chapters nav equals to what we get. So if I hover over the first one, it highlights back to school. If I hover over this, now that's interesting. So it jumps from back to school to kids and toys. And that's weird. So what is different about this one? Let's take a closer look. Books, inspect. Right, because this one has a dash dash active. And when we said querySelectorAll, give me everything that has this and this only, that means the dash dash active was left out. So what we really want to say is we want to say everything that begins with this and everything that comes after, they can come along for the ride too. So let's go back to our assignment. And so how do we do that? Well, just like CSS. So if we said something like this, class begins with, so you have to use that caret symbol, and then you paste the class, and this time you don't need the dot. And before I hit enter, because I already declared CN, I don't need the left. And so let's try that. See, now we have all 10, from 0 to 1 to 2. So now that means we can do something with it. So let's try saying cn.map. And for each nav item, we want to do something with it. For now, let's just console log the text content. So because it's saying map is not a function, that's because we are using a node list. So you have to remember the querySelectorAll returns a node list and not an array. So to fix that, we need to convert this node list into an array. And one way to do that is to say array.from. Another way to do that is to use the spread operator in ES6, but we will do that another time. So now that I did that, now it captures all 10 elements. So now we can go back and try to change each one. So we can say something like this. Instead of outputting the text content, let's try to assign the text content. Equals, and I had an array of words. So that's my array, and I want to access each word with some kind of index. Now, where does that index come from? It comes from this second parameter. So the map method, if you put a second parameter, it is the index. So let's try that. And so as soon as I click on enter, take a look at the nav items.